Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Thursday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Now, with all that being said, we all know that the Los Angeles Lakers were back in action on yesterday in the friendly confines of the Crypto.com arena, taking on none other than the Memphis Grizzlies in a rematch against a team who they had just played down in the Bluff City in Memphis, Tennessee on last week and had lost to them and played a horrible game, and they were looking to bounce back. And one of the reasons why they played such a horrible game against Memphis was originally last week was because they were without Anthony Davis. And of course, they were also without Rui Hachimura. But this time around, it was the Memphis Grizzlies who were without their star and that of Ja Morant. But I will say this, for the first three quarters, it seemed like the Los Angeles Lakers were still without Anthony Davis, because through three quarters, I believe he only had 10 points and he just didn't really show up. And I know after the game, he did allude to the bright lights maybe affecting his eye, because we all know he's dealing with a corneal abrasion in his eye that he suffered the other night. I think when LeBron James came in and saved the day once he went down then. Now, we have this game in which Anthony Davis was not only ineffective, but he got in foul trouble and had 5 fouls by a few minutes left in the third quarter. So he had to sit for the remainder of the third quarter and much of the fourth. And we're going to get into all that in just a minute. But I would be remiss if I did not lead today's show off with the historical, and I did say historical because every time this man play, he is making history, the historical performance of LeBron James. LeBron James, 3 triple-doubles in a row. At this age, what he's doing is nothing short of phenomenal, or should I say miraculous, as he continues to defy all odds against Father Time. And I'm telling you right now, he already broke his other record with 3 triple-doubles in a row at the age of 37 a couple seasons ago. Now here he is again, 3 triple-doubles in a row. LeBron James, who finished the evening 13 out of 22 at 60% shooting. So he's doing this very efficiently. It's not like he took a lot of shots to even get to 35 points. 22 shots, 13 out of 22, 60%. The man finished with 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 14 assists. Was 4 out of 7 from 3. And let me reiterate this again. 14 assists. As LeBron James continues to facilitate the team and lead them to success and get everybody involved in the offense, unlike a lot of people who want to say he dribbles the air out of the ball and passes it at the last minute, there's exactly people who know nothing about basketball, because as you can clearly see, LeBron James has the highest Q and is a clear general on the floor. I remember one play during the course of last night's game when LeBron James crashed towards the, going towards the backboard on a dive. And of course, Edie came over to help, and LeBron James, knowing if Edie comes over to help because he beat his man, that he would have the easy lob pass to Anthony Davis, and that is exactly what he did. He makes the game so much easier for everyone else, and I don't even think, as a matter of fact, it wasn't Anthony Davis, it was somebody else, maybe Cam Reddish, because they were caught in a mismatch. But at the end of the day, that is the IQ level that LeBron James brings to the table. I mean, you have to think what he did on yesterday, even on the defensive end of the floor. Jarrett Jackson Jr. was pretty much having his way. And if I pull up Jarrett Jackson Jr.'s number from last night, he had a very impressive game. 10 out of 20 for Jarrett Jackson Jr. at 50%. Only 2 out of 7 for 3 for him, but he was 7 out of 8 from the free throw line. Had 7 rebounds and 1 assist, but 29 points for Jarrett Jackson Jr. And you had LeBron James, who had to deal with guarding him a lot of the times because Anthony Davis was in foul trouble. And I'm telling you right now, you can say what you want about the light or whatever, Jarrett Jackson Jr. was simply having his way with Anthony Davis, continuing to attack him, knowing he was in foul trouble and getting him in foul trouble. He had a lot of good moves where he spent off Anthony Davis. Even one move where he kind of was dirty, hooked his arm and got the foul call on AD. That's one I maybe would have challenged, but they probably would have lost anyway. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But the thing about it is, when Anthony Davis went down with that 5th foul, it was LeBron James taking the team on his back again. The Lakers were down by 8. And before you know it, they had cut the lead to 1 before even the end of the third quarter. And I got to give shouts out to J.J. Redick, and he even let LeBron James get some rest there. And I was worried for a minute because he went super small on some of the portions of the run at the end of the third quarter. There was no LBJ or Anthony Davis on the court, and you had the likes of AR, Cam Reddish, D'Lo, Rui, and Dalton Connect. And what a perfect segue to talk about the rookie in Dalton Connect. And LeBron James was singing his praises after the game. Dalton Connect was really getting into a groove, even on fast breaks, finding teammates for the easy oops. So at the end of the day, Dalton Connect seemed like he is ready to take the next step. But on the other hand, it looks like Max Christie is the one who has taken a step back, so to speak, because Max Christie has even put on his Instagram the other day, keep fighting, keep trying, but he has seemed to get pushed more and more to the end of the bench. He did sign that contract over the summer. I thought it would pan out, even though it's still early on in the season. I hope J.J. Redick doesn't abandon him completely, because I think he could be just as good a player as Dalton Connect, although maybe not as good as a shooter, of course, even though Max Christie is capable of knocking down threes, but he brings much more on the defensive end, and that's something that the Lakers need. But once the Lakers are fully whole and Jared Vanderbilt is back into the fold, J.J. Redick is going to have some good problems on his hands, because then he will have to think, well, we've been putting Cam Reddish in the starting lineup, D'Lo on the bench. Will we replace Cam Reddish with Vando? Because Cam Reddish doesn't bring you much on offense. He's there for more so defensive purposes, and Vando is even lengthier and a better defensive player. So you would think that Vando would be the one to come in and take that starting lineup if they continue to have D'Lo on the bench. And then you would be looking at a lineup of AR, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Vanderbilt, and who am I forgetting? LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Rui Hachimura. Yes. So then that would polish out the lineup with a lot of length. You would have LeBron James, who is able to shoot the three. And speaking of able to shoot the three, LeBron James showing you last night, the 1-3 he even hit from 33 feet, ending, I think, the first quarter. He just shot it with such confidence and then walked off Steph Curry with the shot, like, you know what I mean? Because he just shot it, walked off, knew that it was going in. Then there was another shot where he had the rookie on him, had the ball up over his head already, not really in true shooting form, but time waning on the clock, flipped it up, made another three. And for the most part, LeBron could have been 100% from three last night. He had the 3 threes that he missed because he was 4 out of 7. Those threes rimmed right out. They looked like they were halfway down and came out. So LeBron James can't say it enough about how efficient he was. But also, like I said, Dalton Connect came up super big. Dalton Connect, if you look at his numbers on yesterday, Dalton Connect, 7 out of 8, 5 out of 5 for 3, 100%. One of those threes, the very first one that he made, was a lucky bank. Hey, and that kind of got him going, because next thing you know, he just could not miss. So 5 out of 5 from 3. He basically came in and did his job he was supposed to do. Had the highest plus minus of anybody on the Lakers yesterday at plus 17. So Dalton Connect with 19 points, a couple of rebounds, and 3 assists definitely came in. But back to this Max Christie thing. I don't necessarily want Max Christie to take minutes away from Dalton Connect. Who he needs to take them from is trash Gabe Vincent. I don't want to see every time. Gabe Vincent was the reason. The Lakers at one point in this game was up by 15 in the first half. Then they started giving away the lead. And it seems every time Gabe Vincent was out on the floor, even though he might be an overall plus 6 at the end, this dude was very detrimental to what the Lakers was trying to do. And I'm telling you again, 0 for 6 last night, man. 12 minutes, damn near 13 minutes, and you 0 for again. Like, those 13 minutes, I would rather see Max Christie get it. He's going to play more defense. Christian Coloco came in. He played pretty good, all things considered, because I did not know this, but it seems as Jackson Hayes has gotten an injury in practice. Freak accident, rolling of the ankle, a non-contact ankle roll, where they said he's going to be out for at least 2 weeks. That is not good, because we know Anthony Davis is dealing with the heel. Hopefully he can just not be injured, because Anthony Davis is, of course, we know, vital to the Lakers' success. He has to score more than 20 for me in order for the Lakers to win. He can't be lazy on offense. We'll talk about that on another show. But again, Lakers mighty thin in that front court with no Christian Wood, who was going to be out for at least another month. And then you're talking now Jackson Hayes, who actually came in and played pretty good the other night. Was it Toronto? Or yes, I believe it was. Played pretty good. And then, of course, they couldn't, get him on a good streak, because now as soon as he starts playing well and you think him and LeBron have some good chemistry to be the backup while Anthony Davis is out, and even at times playing alongside Anthony Davis, now you are without Jackson Hayes as well. So Christian Coloco is going to have to come in and give you something. He was a +6 for the night, so we got to give it up to him. He had one little turnover, I think, where he was a little careless with the ball on the inbound, but other than that, he played a great game. Cam Reddish continues to give you good minutes, even though Cam was a -12 on yesterday. He was still playing good defense, very tenacious defense, closing out on three-point shooters. And the Grizzlies have quite a few three-point shooters and are capable of continuing to make those kind of shots. So the Lakers, if you look up now at the NBA standings, you can see that the Lakers are 7-4. That game was important because now the Grizzlies are 7-5. It would have been the other way around, but instead, actually, the Lakers would have been 6-5. So the Lakers are 7-4. That puts them a game in front of the Grizzlies. Lakers in the 6th seed now, out of the gates, playing pretty well. 7-4 through 11 games. I will take that all day, and even on Sundays, all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. And then the Warriors 9-2, the Suns 3 spot 9-3. Thunder still holding on at 10-2. We'll see how long they can do that with the injury to Chet. The Nuggets team got it together 7-3. The young Rockets team is playing extremely well. There you have the Lakers at 6, and of course, the Grizzlies falling in at number 7. The Kings at number 8. So let's just see what the Lakers continue to do. The upcoming game for the Los Angeles Lakers is going to be very important. Anthony Davis just had to deal with Edey, who is a very big player. Edey's going to be great in this league. I'm telling you, the size, sometimes he was just shooting over Anthony Davis, and there's nothing he could do. You got another one coming in on Friday night as the Lakers play their first in-season tournament game at the San Antonio Spurs. It is going to be on ESPN, 4:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So tune in to ESPN. See if LeBron James can get 4 triple dubs in a row. We'll be there to talk about it. Tomorrow we can have a pregame show. And of course, we will be there for the postgame show. If you haven't done so already, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. And as always, this is your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real, and much love to these haters. I'm out.